It's always great to see youngsters turning out and having their big moment in the spotlight, and the kids from Selkirk and Gala entertained the big crowd before the main event, and I wonder if we'll be seeing any of these players running out for the first 15s in a few years' time. After their game of tag rugby, they all lined up to cheer out their respective senior teams for what was going to be an excellent border derby. And it was Gala who got off their marks best, taking the game to Selkirk, and the fact that Selkirk are a division above them made no difference at all. Here's an excellent piece of early play from Fraser Thompson and Sean Law as they showed their intentions early on to have a good crack at the Border League champions. And on 16 minutes they fully deserved their score. Excellent work from the backs kept the ball moving out to the right, with Willie Cox testing the Selkirk defence before offloading to Fraser Thompson. Quick ball sent play back the other way to set up another phase. With the suitors stretched to the limit, there were numbers out on the right, and good quick hands gave Fraser Thompson the opportunity to run in, beating off Fraser Harkness to touchdown in the corner. Graham Spears was on target with the tricky touchline conversion, and Gala were 7 points up. Five minutes later, Selkirk won a scrum and Ryan Crockett picked it up at the back to drive forward. Eddie Gaucher took it on from there, gave Fraser Jack quick ball to use, and out it went to Fraser Harkness to run in for a score to bring Selkirk back in it. The conversion was missed, but you could sense that more points were going to come with both teams committed to attacking rugby. Even from defence, there was plenty of attacking play all night, and Selkirk's club international winger Lee Jones was just one of the boys prepared to run the ball from deep. With 4 minutes to the break, Gala scored a penalty try. Again, we saw the exciting Willie Cox making plenty of ground and getting past Scott Hendry with ease before giving the ball to Lee Kibble, who kicked ahead. But Callum Johnson brought him down late, and after consultation with his assistant referee, David Crudge signalled a penalty try. Looking at it in slow motion, Johnson's tackle was late, although you can see that he was committed to the tackle, but the referee nevertheless gave him a yellow card, and Selkirk were down to 14 men, as well as losing 14 points to 5. Selkirk are used to comebacks though, and in injury time we saw Harkness run in again for an almost identical try to his first, and with Hendry kicking the conversion, it was 14-12 to Gala at the break. And it was Hendry's penalty in front of the post 2 minutes after the restart which gave the suitors the lead by a point, and it wasn't long before they scored their third try. And how many times have we seen this sight this season? Fraser Harkness opening up another defence and setting up Alex Dunbar, who nearly got to the line. Good defence from Ewan Dodds prevented him from scoring, but the deceptively fast prop Martin Murray was on hand to take the pop-up pass and dive over for a well-worked try. Selkirk were eyeing up a bonus point, and on the hour they got it. Not the best pass from Fraser Jack to Gavin Craig, and you have to say you wouldn't have expected him to score from there, but slack Gala defence allowed him to scythe through and go under the post and wrap the game up for Selkirk, with Ross Armstrong's conversion making it 27-14. But while there was no further scoring in the match, the final 20 minutes produced some exciting rugby from both teams. Harkness going on another of his famous runs and linking up with forwards and backs to produce another opportunity. But full credit to Gala, they were more than happy to counter-attack, and Fraser Thompson caught Fraser Harkness's high kick, called for the mark and set up another attacking position, this time for Scott Chapman. When Scott Tomlinson hoisted a Gary Owen for Ross Armstrong to chase, more excellent Gala fielding gave them one final chance to run it back at their opponents. A wee knock-on stopped the promising move, much to the frustration of Scott Chapman, and soon after the final whistle blew, giving Selkirk the victory. Final score: Gala 14, Selkirk 27.
There's a lot of hard games still left in this season. Of course, you're still trying to get that second position in the Premier 1.
Yeah, definitely. And Kev was just saying just now that every game's important. And then we've got our way up to, I think it's Watsonians on Saturday, so not got much turnaround time, so straight back into it on Saturday. Another training session tomorrow night, game Saturday, and it just keeps coming.
Yeah, I think we played well for 60 minutes, and then we had about 15 minutes where we just kind of went off the boil a little bit, a few mistakes, and the pace of the game was, I thought, a great pace. I thought we played it really well. I think we asked a lot of questions of Selkirk, and maybe just 2 or 3 lapses in concentration from us allowed them to come in and, you know, make the scoreboard what it was. But I think from a coaching point of view, myself and Gary are absolutely delighted the way this team's come on. You know, we played some really good rugby, and people that paid the money to come in and watch that tonight, it's the kind of rugby they want to see. Selkirk deserve, you know, the victory on where they were, but, you know, for a couple of mistakes we could have been right in it, right to the death.
Now Gala, of course, you know, they turned over Jed-Forest the other day, so they were obviously out to turn the screw today, and they got off to a great start.
They did, definitely. We were under the cosh a lot, and they've got some fast backs and some really strong forwards, and they've got a really good 12. I'm not sure where he's from, I'm not sure he's a Gala boy, but he was a good player.
So what about the rest of the season now? Because there's still the Border League, there's still, you know, obviously trying to get the second position in Premier 1, and there's the Sevens as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's got to take priority. We're also in the Cup as well, so I'll just every game, take every game as it comes, and we'll see what happens.
Big crowd as well for a Border League match.
Great crowd, but, you know, that's border rugby, isn't it? You know, there's been some huge crowds this year, and, you know, I think of the Gala Melrose game here, there'd have been well over 1,000 tonight. Big crowd again. You know, they just want to see good rugby, and I think they saw a cracking 80 minutes where 2 teams were absolutely getting stuck into each other, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? You know.
And tons of locals on show.
Tons of locals. I think out of our 20 we had 19 Gala guys, so, you know, that is the main aim for us, is to try and develop a town team here. You know, I think it just fosters a good spirit. It gets the whole town behind you, and these players will play maybe a slightly higher level. You know, when they're all playing together, you know, you'll always go hard to not let your mate down, which is a vital thing, and we've definitely fostered that this year down at Netherdale, and, you know, long may it continue.